Are we able to hear me okay? Hello? All right, it's good. No, I don't have slides, Jan. I'm just going to use desktop sharing today. No, I'm not going to play the video. It's too long. Oh, you want me to be on video? Oh, Jan, okay, I can go on video. Give me 1 second here. How's that?
I'm not seeing video, Don. So you have to change in the settings. You have to change it from a picture to show your video.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I'm working on.
Okay. You might have to click the talk now button off in order to activate the video. We'll get there, guys. Hi, Leonard. I can look you up your membership after the call, okay? Or well, when we get going here.
Here it is. Here it is. There we go. God, I hate the lighting in this room, man. It ages me like a million years. Takes the color away too. Okay, last week we had a little bit of an introduction.
We never like the way we look online,
content.
Don, so you look great.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Jan. Thank you. So last week we talked a little bit about content curation, and basically it was just an introduction. Today I want to go a little bit further into it, and I hope you all downloaded the template that was available for you last week. I'll review that template with you, and then I'm going to show you how to take that template and actually put together a really nice blog post. And the reason why we use the template, now I changed it up a little bit for this blog post. I don't know why. It was just one of those things, but I adhered to most of to actually all of them, all of the best practices that you should be looking at when blogging curated content. For example, always send people back to the URL where you got the content to begin with. But before we get into, creating content for your blog, I guess, one of the things that I think of as a blog is a way to communicate to my audience. And the way I set up my blog, it has to be in a way that search engines can crawl your site easily and kind of get an idea of an overview of what the structure of your blog is. For example, your blog is based on an idea. It's based on a niche idea. For example, Janet Legere with Contact List Builder, it is about building lists, right? So, the main category of her blog would be building a list. Other categories in that neighborhood would be marketing, social media marketing, list building, marketing funnels, and then from there you've got your tags. What color are they? What are they there to do? What was the author's name? You could tag them as well. So keep that in mind. You don't want to flood your site with millions of different categories. It just wouldn't make sense. I mean, when you go to an auto dealer to buy a car, or you go to their website, there you go. You go to the Ford dealer, or you go to the Ford site. It's Ford Motor Company, a little explanation of what's there. And their categories are cars. Well, I guess they don't build cars anymore, do they? So they've got SUV, they've got bigger SUV, and the biggest SUV, and their Mustang. So those are the categories. Now, the tags are, what options that automobile will have. Is it an option set 201, 504, whatever, however they describe it? But the tags are basically, the description of what you're trying to get at. So I'm going to go through that when we go through curating this blog for you. Now, another important thing about blogging is, number one, I've been blogging for a while. I've had some good traffic. I've earned some good revenue from Google Ads, and that's fantastic. But at the end of the game, I basically lost my strategy and lost my way for the past little while. But there's nothing that can ignite you more than getting back on the saddle. And one of the things about blogs that I found to be the most powerful, and this is something I never thought of until I curated this post for our talk today. But your blog is actually a very, very powerful tool for online business. And it's undeniable that you need to blog. You need to provide the information that your audience is looking for. You need to blog on a consistent basis. And you need to make sure that you reach out to those people who leave a comment or visit your Facebook, because you're in this game, you're in the blogging game to influence your marketing efforts, to reach that goal that you've set. So blogging is very, very important. And the article that I decided to curate for you today talks on the importance of social media funnels and your blog. And I think you're going to be amazed when you read this. And I think you all should read the post after the call and leave a comment. But more importantly, take what this blog post talks about and put it into action. It's extremely important. So let's get into it. I'll go to desktop sharing. I'll go to desktop sharing. Do we have to unlock something, Jan, for desktop sharing to work? No share buttons come up or anything. And I forgot to press record. It's coming up. It's very slow.
You pushed the record. What about the desktop sharing?
I clicked that. Let's see.
Close this.
There we go.
There you go. Now, no, you're not installed.
Give me 1 second, folks.
Install. Or, yeah, add extension.
There we go.
Back to the room.
See, I've been at this for a long time, but even I have problems
Click desktop
sometimes.
sharing.
So here we go. We'll try this.
Click it.
I did click
Click
it.
chat and back to the desktop sharing. There.
There we go.
Okay, now you gotta
Share.
click this. Now click share.
There you go. There we go. Woohoo! That's good. I enjoy working at home, man. I could never get away with that in the corporate world, I'll tell you. Jan was talking about the corporate world and this being probably one of the best things that ever happened to us. And it's true. But the fact of the matter is, whether you work in the corporate world or you're working at home, guess what? You're working. You have to work. Rob was talking about people change their focus more than they change their underwear. That made me laugh because, we're guilty of that over the past few years. I mean, we didn't stay the path, and nothing can make you realize that so well as to where things were heading, and we didn't like the direction. So it's good to be back on our own, man. I'll tell you, this is awesome. So let me get down here to sharing, and there are a few things I want to talk about first. Let's talk. We can all see that Neil Patel's site. Now, I'm going to recommend everybody go to this website and just join for free. you don't even have to join. You can actually just use Neil's keyword research engine. Now, keyword research, people get really freaked out about it, and and they think of it as a difficult thing. But when I was putting together this article, I'm thinking of the main theme of the blog is list building. So I want to build something around the list building efforts into marketing funnels. So, I did a quick search for, marketing funnel type articles, and it'll list them for you. Now, I am not going to get into SEO today. I am not going to get into how to do keyword research or anything like that today. But I'm just going to give you a quick overview, and I do have a video I'll share to our Facebook group later today, which will kind of give you a better idea how Uber Suggest works and how it will help you identify, those keyword titles, those long tail keywords that people actually search for. And by just perusing what he's got here, you could see, let's do a search for marketing funnel. This will give you an overview of the marketing funnel. Search volume is 12,100 per month. The difficulty of it is 16, so it's very easy to do. Now that video will explain that better for you. And here's one here, marketing funnel. For the word marketing funnel, to pay for a click, okay, you're paying $15.60 a click. That's what you would have to pay to put an ad up that featured marketing funnel. So let's take a look here. Content ideas, let's go down here. Personal marketing funnel, here's another longer title here, and they're all about marketing funnels. So I went through and I compared, where was it? Let me try it again. Am I still sharing there? I'm hoping I am.
Yep.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jan. My computer just locked up on me. So must be because I have desktop sharing on. But anyhow, I went through, go to this site, Uber Suggest. I'll pull that video up for you and upload it right after the call. And watch that video, and you'll have a better idea of how to choose, what subject, how to choose the best, long title. And from there, I was able to narrow it down to a number of candidates that kind of helped me with what I wanted to talk about for my blog post. So I chose an article from Social Media Examiner on how to build a social media marketing funnel for bloggers. I mean, we're all here, we're all blogging. Here's some very, very, very good ideas on how to create incredible amounts of funnels just from a few blog posts. But here's the main article, and what I did was, let me just pull this up for you. Here is my marketing template, and this is basically how it works. We can all see the template here. 25 words or so. In the article that I put together, it was less a curated article. It was more of a content creation, but I used the curated article as a guide. to complete the process. So I used more than 25 words. And you put the title here, H1, and the subtitle. Yeah, I'll just go to the post here. Let me go right into the editing area here. So here's the post. Here's my post title. Now, you remember last week I always said it's very, very important not to take the title of the article that you're going to be curating and put it there, because that's plain that's plain copying, and it's duplicate content, and Google's going to penalize you for it. So I changed the title to the social media marketing funnel. And, right away I went into, adding my 25 words or so. As you can see, it's a great deal bigger than 25, but that's fine, because, the more original content your article has, the more Google's going to like it. And the important thing to know is, as long as you attribute where you got everything from, things will be good for you. You won't have to worry about people, coming after you for copyright infringements or that type of thing. And it's not fun when someone does. That's happened to me on donlegere.com blog, when I had an image that, although that it was properly accredited, the guy who took the original photo wasn't too kind to me, so I took it off the site. So you always have to be aware of that. So, and then, after my excerpt, I put the title of the article, How to Build a Social Media Marketing Funnel for Bloggers. And for the subtitle, I just used the author's name, and you'll see there's a link going right back to her site. There's a link from here, from the main title, that goes direct to a Social Media Examiner article. And I placed an image. I took the image from their blog post. See if I can find it here. I took this image from their blog post. It's huge. And remember, I had mentioned that, if you're going to use an image from someone's blog, always turn it into a smaller version or a thumbnail, or make some sort of alteration to it. And I did. I actually, made things a little, I put it in a round circle thing, but it didn't quite work out well. But you have to attribute, where the image came from. And in the article description, I basically put where it came from, image courtesy of Social Media Examiner and Caroline McCullough, because she was the author. And once I've done that, I just go right back to the article, the original article, and I just grab the stuff I want to copy, make sure it fits together with the overall theme of what it is you're going to be talking about, and you simply take that information and you paste it right into your article. So these words here from "Are you using your blog for business?" That's from the original article. The second paragraph's from the original article. The third paragraph and the fourth paragraph are all from the original article. Now, you'll notice in the original article here, when I copied, there was a live link, marketing goals. And I decided, for the purposes of fair curation, that I would leave that link live. But what I did do to it was I simply changed it to open in a new tab. And you can do that by selecting the link. This edit box will come up. You just click on link settings and opens in a new tab. Because prior to that, it was opening in the same window. I don't want that, because it takes people away from my blog. It takes them away from the flow of the information that I want them to know. And, it's just a bad idea. So if you got links on your blog, make them open in a new tab. So after I've added their article's content, I put down, read the full article here. Where am I? So I've changed it a bit more. I'll put up a new template for you guys to use, but let's base on this blog post here. So after putting her information there direct from her blog post, I typed out a short little sentence, read the full article here. Now you'll see that I put the real https://www address, the whole thing. And the reason why I did that is because Google wants to make sure you're not just stealing stuff. You know, Google wants to make sure that this isn't a spam site. Google wants to make sure that the links that you're referring are real links, and you're doing a real job here. You're not trying to scam anybody. So the idea of putting the real URL is a very good idea. And, you know, you should all do it. The whole idea of content curation is to give credit to the individual, to the author, all the credit that they can possibly get. Now, what you might want to do after doing a blog post, you may want to go to, you know, for example, I might go to Social Media Examiner and ask them for a link back, because link backs are very, very, very important for your blog. So, you know, if your information is praising them, or you've put together a product review for someone, always go back to them and say, hey, listen, here's a product review for you. Can you give me a link back? And what they'll do is they'll take your what do you call it? What do you call it? I just can't remember what it's called. But they'll take the information, your praise about the product, and they'll make a post about it, and that'll give you a link back to your blog. Okay? So at the end, I put up a new title here, your blog as a huge social marketing asset. Now, this information here really is just a summary of, you know, my thoughts, my conclusions about what, you know, Carolyn was trying to show us, you know, in her pretty awesome article. So, you know, it's just a recap, and it provides something else about it. So you can see your blog is quite the business asset, and I just give a review, you know, of how things work. So let's go over this again. The title of the blog. This is the title that I gave the blog that contains certain keywords like social media, marketing, and funnel. So the keywords for this particular article would be social media marketing funnel. So there's 4 words. It's a long tail keyword, but it's something that, based on the information that I've got from Ubersuggest, that, you know, it was a very, very, very good way to a very good article title, that got a lot of searches and got a lot of results. So I took that article, and basically I've taken a very, very good article that is already, now get this, the article that you curate will be full of the keywords, the SEO keywords that you want to come out in your article. And, you know, a lot of times we worry about, you know, did I do the right SEO? Did I do that? Listen, it doesn't matter about SEO. What matters is you pick a topic for the post you want to do, select a keyword, and make sure your article has that keyword in the H1, which the social media marketing funnel, this permalink here, is the title of your blog post. Now, originally I said you only need, you know, 10 to 15, 25 words here to, you know, basically get the job done to get your curation on the way. So what you might want to do here, instead of being so wordy for the introduction to this article, you might want to just say, let's cut out these 2 paragraphs or these 3 paragraphs here, and let's just, you could have it as simple as, in its simplest form, know, like, trust is the perfect way to describe a funnel. At the top of the funnel, your prospects are getting to know you. In the middle, prospects are beginning to like you. And in the end, prospects who trust you will invest their money or their time with you. That's where the conversion is. And then you can go into your second paragraph. Enjoy this excellent article from Carolyn McCullough, found on Social Media Examiner. That's how you introduce the article that you're curating. And then I put down, she will create multiple social media marketing funnels by repurposing only 6 blog posts. Remarkable. So it goes into next, we have the actual title of the blog post, and it is an H2 tag. Okay, remember, the title of your blog post is an H1 tag. The copy of the actual article that you're curating is an H2 tag. And then you've got your H3 tag here where you state by Carolyn McCullough. So it's prominent. If there was a way, I could have put, let's put a keyword here. I could put social marketing funnels by Carolyn McCullough. Now you notice I didn't put social media again because it's social media has been around, quite a bit of time. So social marketing funnels by Carolyn McCullough. And then I put the article because you want to make sure your keyword is in here too. Let's put media, what the heck? Doesn't really matter. Sometimes you're penalized if you have too many SEO or long tail keywords in your article. But in this case, it'll be fine because you're just introducing a article that you will be curating. So really keep it simple. Find an article that you want to curate, retitle it, keeping in mind the long tail keywords or the keywords that you want to maintain for your article's flow. Give it 1 or 2 paragraphs. In this case, I gave it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. And then I went into their article where I took information from Carolyn's article and basically just put, 4 paragraphs there, grabbed their image, thank them for the image. Thank you. The image source came here, and then read the full article here, HTTPS, whatever. And then down here, I've got another H3 tag. It's an H3 like title. Your blog is a huge social marketing asset. Now, social marketing can be one of your keywords as well for your website. And then you just basically summarize it. And after you summarize your article, all you need to do is put this. If you liked this article, please comment below and share above. So the idea with doing anything to do with, internet marketing or doing a blog post, you have to make sure that you add some sort of some action box, or you want them to take some sort of action, after your article is over. Otherwise, it's just sitting there, So get them to share it, get them to like it, and that way your information will be getting out there more than you can even realize. Now, let's say I've just got this one blog post here. Now, let's look at the categories that I choose for this particular blog post. Now, I just chose marketing, and I've got marketing here. I've got social media, and I'm going to also add marketing funnels. I'm also going to add social media examiner because they were the source of the article. It just tags it. That's where I got it. So, if you're curating a lot of articles and, once a month or, twice a month, you're grabbing an article from Social Media Examiner, the tag's there, and it's easy to, go to your tags list and, do a tag search for Social Media Examiner, and that'll bring up all the posts that you curated from that particular source, which could be very, very good to you. So those are my tags. My categories are simply marketing, and from there I'm just going to update. Now let's look at the image. Now, clicking on the image, you can see there is an area here on the left under your block segment that you can add some alternative text for your image here. So you might want to put something like social media examiner. And then you grab the title of the blog post, copy it, and paste, Control V. Because it just puts your title in there again. Let's update it. And it just adds more keywords. All your images should be keyword. If you have an SEO type of plugin for your website, it's important for you to go through what the SEO plugin is suggesting that you do in order to get a better ranking, or tune it down a notch, which is I've had to do that quite often as well. So really, that's how you put together a post. I mean, it's really, really simple. So there's three types of ways that you could put a blog post together. One is you can kind of determine what your marketing funnel is going to look like. And if you read this article, and I 100% read the whole article, and then put her ideas into action, because her overall concept is that you have to have a plan. And if you have a plan, your plan will determine what your content's going to be. Once you kind of know what your content's going to be, from that content, from as little as 6 blog posts on a brand new blog, you can put together something like 50 different social media funnels. That is a simple way to post to social media, and people click that, join your list, and so on and so forth. But it's brilliant, and I'm going to put some of those practices to work for Contact List Builder for Jan and I. So, guys, right after the call, I will see if I can find that link. Or let me get out of desktop sharing and see if there are any questions at all. Any questions on that? Can you guys see me okay here? Okay, the idea is to keep it simple, guys, when you're curating your own content, and basically figure out the keyword, figure out what your blog's about. So number one, your blog is important. From your blog, you can create an entire business. and you don't have to be blogging every, a million times before you can get started using your blog content. If it's well thought out and it takes your prospects along that path, if you've got that well thought out content, you're able to take that content and continually repurpose it. You can repurpose it into a YouTube video. You can repurpose it into little, let's say you have a blog post, and this is in the article, you have a blog post on how to pick fresh vegetables or fresh fruit. And, the views for that particular article ended up being, 12 to 15,000 per month. Well, you could take that article on fruit and you could turn it into little tiny funnels. For example, how to pick the ripest avocado, and have people come and visit your site for that as well. So Janet wanted me to stop sharing. She snuck in behind and did that. She walks very softly when the conference is on, but every other time during the day, clunk, 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 clunk. So anyhow, everybody, it was really, truly enjoyable doing this talk today. I know it wasn't really, all inclusive. It wasn't about SEO, and really, although those things are important, none of us are SEO experts here. And truth of the matter is that by adhering to a small key ideas about SEO, go to Uber Suggest. That's a very, very cool site. And the cool thing about it, it's free. Otherwise you could be using Google keyword search and everything, but it doesn't quite give you the information as easily as Neil Patel's Uber Suggest will do. So I totally recommend that. It's free. I don't get anything from it. There's no affiliate plan or anything like that associated with Uber Suggest. So I would suggest you put your Uber on and start curating some articles. And when you do, share it to the group. It is extremely important that you share your article with the group. And in that group, especially the Contact List Builder group, everybody in that group should be at least going to Facebook and liking it, going to your blog and commenting on it. And that's how a community grows. And when I've got, 20, 30 people commenting on a blog post that I'm putting out right away, guess what? That creates a little bit of excitement. People are saying, hey, maybe this is something worth reading. He's got 20 views already. And they pass it on and people read it just because of the number of views. So it's important. It's important to share. It's important to get your friends to come and like it, and just keep going from there. But take the information on this article, put it into good use, and start curating and have fun with it. I mean, it's no big deal. Sit there and try to create original content. It takes me, 2-3 weeks before I put an article together. But if I'm curating something, as you can see in this curation that I did, basically that's an original content, but I got the original content idea from reading the blog post. So they both relate, and it's very, very cool. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions about it, ask in the group, and we'll give you a hand there. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much. And I will turn this room over to Janet. Thank you, Janet.
Well, that was pretty awesome. It got me excited about doing some curation, and it gave me some ideas, and I hope you guys got some ideas too. If you are an upgraded member with CLB, make sure that you get your blog set up. If you don't have a CLB blogging platform yet, the information is in the back office under your upgraded membership bonuses. Dawn, that was an awesome call. A lot of information, and I know that we're going to go through that again and get it chunked down for you guys so that you can really make this happen. What I'd like to see happen is I'd like to see you guys try this. I'd like to see you put some effort into doing some content curation. And if you're not sure about it just seems a little strange, like Don said, connect with us in the group and we'd be happy to help you. Okay, so I'm really happy to help you one-on-one, to do some curation, to go through it and show you how to do it. Maybe next time we do a call, we'll actually do the whole process live. right? So go in and do the search for an article, find the article. I mean, you can have them set up ahead of time, but show you how to cut and paste and put your stuff together in your blog post. It's pretty advanced training for some of you, and I appreciate that. Don't let that overwhelm you, okay? Get back to basics. Let's get your capture page set up. Let's get traffic happening. Let's get activity happening. Blogging and getting yourself out there is what happens when this machine is running smoothly, because trust me, okay? Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this a long time. And once you get that machine running well, it doesn't take a lot to promote that machine. You guys agree? In fact, if you're purchasing paid traffic, it doesn't take any time at all. The machine is set up. All you're doing is sending traffic, right? And you'll spend time every day doing some follow-up. But that's when, all right, and especially now as we're all kind of under lock and key and we're at home, we've got more time than we've ever had. So I don't have time doesn't work anymore. For Dawn and I, nothing has really changed. Business is as business always was. But for the rest of you, you may have that extra time. So your machine is running well, or your well-oiled machine is running, right? You're getting traffic, you're getting leads, you're getting members. Now's the time to invest in you and do more. And by doing more, what's going to happen is you're going to attract more quality people to you and your business. And who wants that? We all do. Well, that was awesome. I usually have a slide up here with all our contact info, but our contact info is available everywhere. Reach out to us on Facebook, reach out to us on Telegram, reach out to us through Messenger, through email. I'm sure you have all of our information somewhere. Leonard, I will look you up and connect with you. If you haven't joined our Telegram group yet, I think you are in there. But if you haven't, make sure you do, Leonard. Just log in the back office and click on the link there to join our Telegram group. That's where you'll get all the help you need. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate each and every one of you. And Dawn, I appreciate you more than words can ever say. But I think you know that we're kind of like the feel good people here every day. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. Have an amazing week. Stay safe. Okay, stay home. Go out only when you need to at this point. You know, don't let this make you too afraid. However, let's be cautious and careful and healthy. All right. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next week here at CLB Learning. Bye for now.